What's up guys, Joey here for Tech, and in this video we're going to be sharing with you guys our long-term experience with the Huawei MateBook 14. I'm actually using it right now to record the audio for this video, and I also have my notes here. Now, this guy was launched in September along with the Huawei MateBook X, and if you've been reading uwitech.com, which you should by the way, then you've seen a full review on this device, the MateBook 14. But now it's been a couple of months, so let's see how the experience has been thus far. So in our initial review, one of the first things we noticed is how it sports a similar design to older MateBook products, yet seems to be more compact. And in use, this does make a very welcome difference. This is one of the most compact 14-inch laptops I've ever handled. The chassis feels very solid, and with its sleek looks, it comes with a sleek feel as well. The smooth aluminum alloy panels feel great to the touch. The hinge is still quite stiff even after more usage, though I feel like this is a good thing. It's so stiff that even if it does loosen, it'll take a while to do so. I think that's much better compared to starting out with a looser hinge. I'm also a big fan of the I/O here since it's quite generous in the port department. Not only do we get two full USB-A ports, but we also get a combo audio jack, full-size HDMI, and of course, the USB Type-C port that also handles charging. This has provided so much flexibility since aside from a few special cases, we haven't really felt the need to use a dongle to do what we have to do. For daily usage, all of these ports are more than sufficient. Now let's take a look at the screen. So again, this is a 14-inch IPS display with a tall 3:2 aspect ratio, which honestly has been the most surprising part. I'm generally accustomed to a 16:9 aspect ratio, which I'm sure most of us are, but the extra screen real estate contributes to productivity, which is definitely where this laptop shines, I think. It's nice and bright with a maximum brightness of 300 nits, and the 100% sRGB coverage has been very helpful for color-sensitive work and better appreciating content. And not to mention, it's sharp. When not on battery, I love using the 1440p resolution, which makes text and stuff look super crisp. Alright, so we have the top shot going. Let's check out the keyboard and trackpad area. First thing I really like here is that power button that also doubles as a fingerprint reader. Works great with Windows Hello and makes it very easy to log in while still being a secure option. I'm a big fan of the keyboard so far. Let's pull up a notepad here and do some typing. Yeah, so I'm a big fan of it. It's very easy to type on, comfortable travel, nice layout. Now we have to address this part though. Between the F6 and F7 keys is the pop-out webcam. It's nifty, it saves space, it's a plus for privacy, but do take note of the camera angle. But that's totally okay since we do get a nice big trackpad here as well. It tracks really smoothly with that nice surface. It has a nice click pad here in the lower half, so anywhere there you can click. Usually I do use an external mouse when I'm using a laptop, but this one particularly with this trackpad, it's actually enjoyable to use even without an external mouse. Alright, next up is audio. So the MateBook 14 features two speakers at the bottom. They should be around here, yeah, left and right. They're loud and clear and certainly enough for your needs for music listening or watching YouTube or Netflix, and I'm gonna pull up some lo-fi beats here to test it out. You guys hear that? That's what it sounds like. Yeah, so that is how the MateBook 14 speaker sounds like. It works really well on flat surfaces like a table because the speakers are on the bottom, so that sound is just gonna bounce from the bottom off the table and back to you, resulting in a much bigger boom. Now let's move to the performance side of things. The MateBook 14 we're using comes with an AMD Ryzen 5 4600H with Radeon graphics, 16GB of DDR4 RAM, and a 512GB NVMe SSD. This setup has been pretty solid so far, especially for an Ultrabook. With the Ryzen 5 4600H's high core and thread count and plentiful RAM, Windows 10 runs great, and working with Chrome tabs upon Chrome tabs upon Chrome tabs has been excellent. But just as easily, some of the creative apps I use like Photoshop or OBS Studio run great. And for gaming, I find myself usually playing 2D games with the MateBook 14, but that's not to say that 2D games are always light. I've been playing a lot of Hades, which is considered a slightly heavier 2D game, and it's very smooth on this laptop. The MateBook 14 features Huawei's upgraded shark fin design cooling, which is really helpful when it comes time to use heavier apps, like if I was to edit a video or play a 3D game. And when the CPU is under load, the fans kick in, and the ones on this guy perform pretty well. As for the 56 watt-hour battery, on a typical day I can get around 7 to 8 hours heavily switching through different apps, varying different levels of brightness, using the speakers, and a typical day for me on a laptop is lots of Chrome tabs, writing, watching YouTube, watching Netflix, an occasional game if I'm away from my gaming PC. And yeah, no need for battery benchmarks, no need for a video loop test. This is just my personal battery experience with the MateBook 14, and it's been pretty good. Of course, that's also thanks to the USB-C charger. This guy charges the MateBook 14 really fast. I'd be using it for a few hours, the battery goes low, I plug it in and head downstairs for a quick dinner, and by the time I get back, it's almost fully charged. For my personal use, the MateBook 14 has been a great secondary device for me, given that my primary devices are my smartphone and my personal gaming PC. But a secondary device, for me at least, it's very important that it doesn't make you miss using your primary devices. It needs to be just as enjoyable to use and, I guess, productivity-inducing in its own unique ways. And the Huawei MateBook 14 has definitely provided that. With its price tag of 54,999 pesos, I don't think it's a long shot to say that the Huawei MateBook 14 is one of the best options, given everything it offers at its very attainable price point. But it's not the only Huawei MateBook with an attainable price point, as they also have the MateBook D14, with a starting price of 39,990 pesos. And their Christmas promo also gets you an entertainment gift package worth 2,099 pesos, which contains a notebook, multi-connector, and Bluetooth speaker. There's also the Huawei MateBook D15 priced at 37,990 pesos, and with the Christmas promo, you get a free Bluetooth speaker worth 1,499 pesos. So yes, that wraps it up for this video. This has been our long-term drive with the Huawei MateBook 14. What do you guys think about this sleek laptop? Let us know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like, subscribe to our channel for more content, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads, and be sure to visit yugatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Again, this has been Joey, and I'll see you guys in the next one.